Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're going to be discussing the K-1 Fiancee visa. Specifically, we're going to be discussing processing time. Now, I cannot tell you exactly how fast a K-1 Fiancee visa is going to process. And I'm specifically making this video in the context of the embassies near to or in Bangkok, Thailand. So this is more from a Southeast Asian perspective because that's where we operate out of, primarily dealing with the U.S. Embassy here in Bangkok, although the embassy in Phnom Penh, Vientiane, Laos, and we also deal with Yangon, Myanmar fairly frequently, and some over in Ho Chi Minh City from time to time, and Singapore and Malaysia for that matter, every now and again. Primarily, though, we deal with Bangkok, and this video, for those who are interested, this is more from a Southeast Asian perspective. But that being said, processing time specifically, I can't tell you exactly how fast any given case is ever going to process. In fact, it's rather difficult to even give sort of an estimate. I usually tell people sort of a banded way of thinking, 6 to 10 months or whatever. This video is more for those who are interested in conceptualizing the process, because folks do get, in my opinion, some misapprehension, or I guess some mistaken notions, if you will, about how fast a case is going to process, because they look at processing times for only one component of a given case. So for example, USCIS, who deals with the adjudication of an underlying petition, in this case, a petition for a K-1 Fiancee visa, they take a certain amount of time, and they do post on their website estimated processing times for those kinds of petitions. And in point of fact, they're usually pretty accurate. I think right now they're posting it about 4 to 6 months. That's pretty much the case. That's not the end of the process. The process goes through the National Visa Center and eventually the embassy or consulate operating abroad, and they have totally different processing times. They have totally different caseloads. NVC in a K-1 context isn't that big a deal. They basically act as a clearinghouse and move the case on off to the embassy or consulate concerned. But the embassy's caseload has a tremendous impact on how fast a case processes. I have to admit, here in Bangkok, Thailand, the U.S. Embassy here, in my opinion, has gone to great lengths to go ahead and make sure processing is efficient as possible. But that being said, gathering the necessary documents, filing the necessary Department of State forms still requires a certain amount of time. So simply looking at the Department of Homeland Security's processing times is not going to give you the whole picture as to how fast the overall case is going to process. Again, I'm really hesitant to provide any time frames in this video whatsoever because I often find that people sort of have those things stuck in their head and they think that's how long things are going to take. But the thing to take away from this video is to note, you need to ask or you need to look into the overall process. If you contact a legal professional, just say, how long is the whole thing going to take? From initial filing till final visa issuance, what's your estimated time frame? Because that's going to give you a better idea of exactly how long it's going to take, rather than sort of chopping up the various estimates and trying to figure it out from there.